Hey there, high achievers! Welcome back to Unwind the Grind YouTube channel, the place to empower yourself with clarity, purpose, direction, and a ton of tools to transition from a dead-end job to a meaningful, thriving career. Subscribe, like, and hit the bell icon to receive awesome videos every Sunday. Whatever we feed our mind with, whatever thoughts that we have, negative or positive, over time become our reality, because we consistently, consciously or subconsciously, most of the time subconsciously, think about them, and we knowingly or unknowingly manifest them into our reality. Now, how can we be aware of our thoughts? That what are all these thoughts that are coming to our mind, and have control over them? Know them, be aware of them. And the starting point is that you are aware that you are not these thoughts. Who you are is very different from the thoughts that you're having at this point in time. So obviously, during this quarantine, lockdown, weird phase that we're in, we're gonna have frustrated thoughts, anxious thoughts. We're gonna feel like, up and down every single day, but this does not define who you are. So the more we are able to separate ourselves and who we are, and the crux and core of who we are versus our thoughts that we're having at this point in time, the more we get in charge and control of them, and the more that thought starts becoming weak. Because the moment the light bulb of awareness is lit, the thought and that feeling just dims and becomes weaker. So let's say you're having, let's take two scenarios. Let's say you're having a thought of, I am not good enough, I didn't do anything in life, it was going really downhill even before quarantine, and now shit has hit the fan, can't do anything. We're all in the same boat, but I don't know where my life is going. I don't know where my work is going. Nothing is working out. This is your thought. If you don't catch that you are in this place, and you constantly, so this is scenario one we're talking about, and you just let yourself slide into this frame of mind, this, let's say, perspective where you're coming from at this point, these limiting thoughts, whatever you want to call them, and one thing after the other, you would know that thoughts and emotions and feelings, all of them are contagious. You have one, you have two, your pain bodies, as he also talks about, starts getting activated. This happened and that happened, and yeah, when I was 5 years old that happened, and when I was 25 years old this happened, and all of that pain accumulates, and the cumulative effect of all of those thoughts is like boom, it's a perfect storm. So that's scenario number one. You're sliding into your thoughts as they're coming, you are letting them take you wherever they're going, and you are not taking any conscious intentional step or action to stop it or control it. That's the first scenario. The second scenario is where you are a little bit more aware. So as these thoughts come in, so let's say the first thought comes in, same thing, I'm not good enough, I haven't done much. You take a step back and you notice it. You say, okay, I'm feeling this way, fine. You get on with your work, you just get on with your day and do whatever you have to. Another thought comes in, maybe triggered by an Instagram post, or something that you read online, something you watched on TV, a movie, Netflix show, whatever it is. And you're feeling really getting drowned into these thoughts, but at the same time, you have this awareness of what's going on in your mind, and you're taking a step back and looking at these thoughts as an observer. You are not connected, or you're not associated to these thoughts, but you are looking at them from an outside perspective, from a third person perspective, as an observer, that these are the thoughts that I'm having, and you will catch them. So the more you start catching them, you will definitely want to do something about it and act on it. That's the whole magic, right? So once we are aware and that light bulb is on, and you can see, okay, the first thought was like, I can't do anything, I'm not good enough. Two, that goal or that goal I didn't achieve and it's not working out clearly. Three, I don't know where my future is going. And let's say they all came about an hour apart from each other. By the third or fourth hour, if you are really aware, and if you are intentional about it, and you want to do something about it, you will not let these thoughts take you wherever they're going. You want to be aware, and you want to catch them, you want to stop them in their tracks. So this is the difference between the two scenarios. Once you catch these repetitive thoughts that are coming to you that are negative and they're not serving you, they're not in your interest, you will watch them as an observer and you will see how best to deal with them. One way is to talk to them. you could talk to them from a place, from, let's say, from your prefrontal cortex in your brain, which is talking them reason and rationale, and which is providing these thoughts with data and facts, saying that no, hang on, that's not true. The goal that you achieved on project X and that thing that you did 2 months ago and all of that, you know, those results that you achieved last year, think about that, that's not true. You are good enough, you've done this, this and that, reminding yourself very factually, very rationally of all the things that you've done. The other way is that you separate also your emotions from these thoughts, and you try to sort of play games with your mind by distracting it with a routine, mundane, monotonous kind of activity. So whatever it is for you, maybe anywhere where your mental faculties are not too engrossed and you're kind of in the moment. It could be cooking or doing the dishes, or, you know, anything mundane where you're just physically doing the work and not really thinking actively about it. And that's kind of breaking the pattern of those thoughts. So, you know, these are just some of the ways through which you can work on your thoughts and really master being present, being aware. Let me know your thoughts.